guys, so good morning. So out here at the lake, and I am solo today because nobody wanted to fish. So sent out a couple invites to some friends. One guy was going hunting. My buddy Leo, he had to take his car to the shop. So initially I was gonna come with Leo, so I didn't invite anybody else. And then he told me late last night, that he couldn't come, so I invited my buddy Kenny, but he was already going hunting for some, I think he said quail. So he's out there right now. So it's just me today, and yeah, we'll just see how we do. It's a super late start. It's 9:30, and I just got set up out here. So kind of slept in a little bit with my son, and my wife took him to school, and then just trying to beat that traffic to get over here. It reminded me of why I leave so early to get out here. That traffic sucks. But anyways, we're out here, and I'm doing probably, as much as I love red fishing, I love probably drifting for catfish more than reds. I won't catch many fish, but I don't know, it's just something about this technique. Just drifting, you'll kind of see, look how my rod's kind of set out. You can kind of see my drift socks in the water. Got two down there to kind of slow the boat down, and we're just using the one side of the boat. We're basically just dragging baits on the bottom, some chicken. And guys, I've been fishing this style. If you've watched my videos, I think my videos are 10 years old, the oldest ones, and I've been fishing like this even before that. I really like drift fishing. This is very easy. Like I said, I just target humps that I can see on my Navionics. I park over them, see where the wind's blowing, let the wind blow me over it, get to the backside of it, and then if we get any fish, great. I kind of track my course. If we pick up some fish, I just start right back up where I started. If not, I just find another hump, target another hump, rinse, wash, repeat. So yeah, really like this style. Like I said, it's very chill, it's very laid back. You can get a couple friends on the boat, just set up the rods, let the wind kind of push you, chit chat, smoke some cigars, just have a good old time. So we'll see how we do. Like I said, late start, 9:30, probably be out here till about 12, so that probably gives me about 2.5 hours of fishing. And like I said, I just started my first drift. We're about now, say 4 minutes in. So we'll see how we do. Stay tuned. It's not a technique that gets you like quantities, but usually when you get some fish, you get some good quality. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. So stay tuned. Be right back. actually have a fish on one of them. Or at least I did have a fish on one. Yep. Little blue cat. One drift, 3 fish. It's like 2 tangle lines. So, all right. Didn't have a lot of line thrown out, probably about 30 yards. I've got like 300 yards on these things, so I'll just cut it, retie it. Drifting. It does work. All right, guys. So I had to deal with that little fiasco, but it was a good fiasco. I ended ourselves 3 nice blues. I ended up weighing them off. One was 11. The first one was 10. Second one was 11, and that third one that was in the tangle, it was probably about 5 pounds. So all real good fish, guys. So that was my first drift. It took me about maybe 10 minutes, cut lines, retie them, and then I had to drive back up to my my starting drift to kind of get started again. So probably gonna do probably gonna do 2 more drifts. Looks like the drifts are lasting about 30 minutes. So I'll probably do about 2 more drifts and then probably call it a day. I mean, I already got dinner. Probably take some fish to my team. They always enjoy it. Probably keep some for dinner. Probably not tonight, maybe, I don't know, maybe Saturday. But we'll see. So yeah, guys, that's why I said I kind of like this technique. I said you're gonna get a lot of misses from probably a lot of the smaller ones when they go and pick at it. But if any of those bigger ones are in there, at least my experience, you know, when they grab, you're gonna get better quality. You're not gonna get quantity. I think all the years I've been doing this, I think my best trip ever drifting, maybe 15 blues, but they were all good. They were all from like 6 to 12 pounds. So real nice catfish. If you guys aren't aware, the lake or the limit for catfish in this lake is 15. No way in hell if I already get, you know, even if I get 3 more, that's probably going to be enough for me. Even with me giving out, I don't need to come out and get 15 fish. But yeah, there's a couple of different ways of catching these catfish out here. This is my method that I like doing. You'll sometimes see me, sometimes if I'm fishing for reds, we may get a catfish here and there, or like a couple of videos back, you know, reds weren't hitting, so we started spot anchoring and then just tossing some lines out, and we were getting a lot of smaller ones. I think the biggest one we got was maybe 5 pounds. But yeah, I feel like you definitely get better quality like this. But if you're looking for quantity, like you got to go with guys like TJ. He's TJ's Guide Service. David Ortega. A new guy out in the market right now, Jose Solis. I think it's SA Fishing. He started off this year. He's a real young kid. These guys here recently, man, they've been killing it. TJ's been fishing this lake since he was a child. He knows the lake like the back of his hand. He does extremely well at catfish. David does extremely well on catfish. And like I said, Jose's kind of like, he's starting out new, but he's doing very well as well. Most of them kind of do it kind of like the spot lock, toss bait straight down. Like I said, very productive technique. It's just not a technique I really like. I like the drifting, but everyone has their own ways of catching fish. No one way is right, but it's all fun as long as you can catch the fish. Yeah, we're gonna do another drift. Like I said, that first drift was probably about a 30-minute drift. The way this wind's blowing, we're tracking. I've got 2 socks out. We're tracking about 0.8 miles per hour. Like I said, we wanted to stay probably under 1, which is kind of what we're doing, which is good. And so that drift took 30 minutes. We'll see what we pick up. I'm on the same line as I was before. The wind hasn't changed, so that's good. So ideally you would think those fish would still be there. But if I do this drift, if I don't get any bites or if I don't land any fish, I may just start my next drift. I'll probably either target another hump or maybe a little bit further off of this hump that I'm at. But yeah, stay tuned, see if we get some more. And yeah, hopefully I don't tangle any more lines, guys. I know it seems like, you know, I've got 6 rods out, but ideally when you're doing this, you have one rod, like my back rod, that line is real far out. The next rod, the line is in, so a lot closer. And the next one goes real far out, and then short, and then long, and then short. So ideally, all the times I've been doing this, it's extremely rare I get a tangle. Just today, I happened to get, you know, tangled. The fish I was catching, I got tangled on 2 other rods. It was all right. Cut the lines. Like I said, only one line really lost a lot, and it was probably like 20 yards. But considering, like I said, I think I got like 250 or 300 yards on these rods. That doesn't do it. So yeah, stay tuned. See if we get more. Another nice blue, guys. It's a nice eater. Gonna go in the box. Neat trick, like I said, we have long, short, long, short, long, short, right? So I caught this fish here. So ideally, so I don't tangle my lines, I don't want to try and thread the needle in between, because then I can probably get tangled up pretty bad. So what I'll do is I'll move one of the rods next to it. In this case, the furthest rod, I'll start letting line out. So now that's the long one. I'm going to make this one a short one in the front. Great thing about chicken, that you can land multiple fish on the same bait. Doesn't come off very easy. From that first pass, I think I only lost 1 bait. Set up again. See what we get. cat, guys. Nobody wanted to fish. Shame. Not that big. Feels heavy though. Some nice healthy catfish, guys. Alright guys, it's gonna be our last drift. So just did another 30 minutes. I think we picked up 3 or 4 on that last drift. So we're gonna do one more, and then let's get to the end. Just kind of call it a day. Go in, clean some fish, have ourselves some good dinner. So we'll see. So like I said, guys, wind still hasn't changed. I'm still trying to target that line that I was on earlier. So it's great when the wind cooperates and it doesn't adjust, because then you can just kind of, if you're marking your path, you can just start right back on top of where you were at and then just let it push you down. So yeah, stay tuned, see how we do. didn't turn the camera, hopefully it came out. Alrighty guys, we are going to be calling it a day. Not bad. Not bad for a solo day out here. I've not been drift fishing since, whoo, I mean a full drift fish trip. I mean, I know I did low drifting on when we had the boat tournament. It was more of a power drift because there was no wind that day. But I haven't really gone actually drifting with some good wind. And I think I've only done one of the trip at the beginning of the year. And I love drifting for catfish. Like I said, it's easy. It's not a very hard setup to get done. Get yourself a nice, you know, Santee Cooper rig, kind of like leader built up. Get yourself some nice drift socks. You have a day like today where the wind's not blowing too bad, and it just makes it a little bit too easy. So, and of course, so long as the fish are cooperating. But yeah, all we did is I just find use the Navionics to kind of target some humps there in the water. Start off on the top end of it, end up on the back end of it, and just kind of re-looping. So this last drift, it looks like the wind did shift a little bit because I always had the same starting point as the first two, but I was tracking my path and I was actually off by quite a bit. So it looks like the wind did shift just a tad. It was fine. We got one more on the last drift. Had several more strikes, just nothing took down. So it was probably a lot of little smaller fish. But can't complain, guys. It's a great day. So as always, thank y'all for watching. Enjoy the video, and see y'all next time. Bye.